Hello. Hi, Wilbert. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have Wilbert Weche joining as the CEO from Willful Change. I'm so excited to have you here. Well, you have been an excellent participant in Sales Success Program, and also I love that you're doing leadership coaching for nonprofit organization from John Maxwell team. I think this is very exciting and you're so inspiring for me. Could you let us know as to how did you get started with your journey? I know you mentioned it to me, but I think our audience would love to know as well. What inspired you to start this journey for doing leadership coaching for nonprofit organizations?
Well, the true inspiration came from me asking myself that hard question a couple years back. I believe it was back during the pandemic in 2020. I had one of those sleepless nights that all entrepreneurs actually go through, where they're
Mm.
really contemplating what can I actually bring to this world? Something that's meaningful, something that's different. And it was a specific question that popped up in my head that started me on that journey, which was think about the time that you felt the most fulfilled. And in that moment, what were you doing? Now, as I thought about that question, because it led me to think about deeper sense of purpose as opposed to something that I just generally liked doing, that led me to start thinking about the key areas in my life where I felt I was the most impactful. And as I was able to think of all of those specific times, I was either helping someone through either coaching, speaking in front of a crowd, or doing some type of a training. I can remember the first time I've ever given a speech was when I was 6 years old in kindergarten. I gave the I Have a Dream speech. And I can
Oh,
remember
wow.
the exact feeling that I experienced at 6 years old when I got a standing ovation. And from there, it's been an ongoing thing for me. So as I thought about that and I recognized the areas of opportunity for me to have an impact and truly inspire other people in this world, but more specifically nonprofit organizations. That's when I decided to take that plunge headfirst into joining the John Maxwell team, and the rest is all history.
That's amazing that you're serving nonprofit organizations with your leadership coaching here. So tell me a little bit more about what do you teach in your leadership coaching? Well, could you give us a little bit more details other than this leadership? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So as just to make sure that folks are aware, my service lines that I offer are keynote speaking, training, as well as coaching. So in my training services specifically, what I tend to do, and I feel this kind of helps set me apart from other organizations that may also provide training as well. I like to do a deeper dive, which I call a discovery call with all my clients before we actually put pen to paper to sign any contract, is to truly understand where the areas are they identifying as areas of opportunity and for growth.
Hmm.
So my approach is to tailor trainings to their needs specifically. And in my trainings and my coaching, I really try to help focus on key areas that folks are identifying as either an area of growth or an area of opportunity for them. So more specifically around effective communication, certain things like time management and effective prioritization, certain topics around critical thinking and problem solving skills, certain things around leadership creating authentic leadership and really creating team dynamics and fostering a equitable environment within the workforce. See, the feeling that I have and the belief that I try to stand on is everything rises and falls on leadership. So my focus is to always make sure that I'm providing or I'm touching on essential skill sets that will make leaders most effective, but also efficient in their organization.
That's amazing. So there are quite a lot of aspects of leadership that you are
Abs-
covering.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what kind of nonprofit organizations have you served so far?
So a couple of nonprofit organizations that I've served so far are within like the behavioral health sector. There are
Mhm.
also some community partners that are out there that are doing more work around immigration or providing services as far as homeless shelters and certain things like early education for young children as well. I've also served a couple of faith-based organizations as well with training. So that seems to be the plethora of different areas that I'm touching on. But again, I try to cast a further net so I can make sure that I have a true impact on nonprofits all across the region of Massachusetts.
That's great to know. Thank you very much, Will. And how can customers reach you?
Well, customers can reach me on via email, where my email address is wweche@willfulchange.com. They can reach out to me on my website, which is willfulchange.com, all one word. But they could also reach me on my direct line if they want to hear my nice voice, which is 413-306-4309. I do also have some social media platforms, but the quickest way to get in contact with me is either through phone or through email. I'm a very personable person, so I love building relationships.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you very much, Will. Again, it was a great pleasure to have you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.